Hello and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to do a quick come with me to the bookstore. Nothing fancy, just wanted to spend some cozy, relaxed vibes over at the bookstore. I do have some schoolwork that I should probably get ahead on. It is the weekend, so I want to prepare for the upcoming week. So I figured maybe we'd sit at the cafe, get a coffee, and do some schoolwork. But obviously if we're going to the bookstore, we're gonna browse the books. So I figured I'd take you guys along with me and you can see what I pick out, and later I can do a little review of anything that I bought. I don't plan on buying a lot of books. I'm not trying to do like a big book haul, but I do have a book in mind that I've been wanting to buy for a while, but I've been pushing off because I wasn't exactly sure if I wanted to read it, but now I'm sure. I've heard enough good reviews about it. So there's one book for sure, but I'll keep that a secret for now. So if you want to know, you'll have to watch till the end. And then maybe I'll just look around at the poetry books, the self-help books, since I did say I wanted to read more of that this year. See if any new titles came out for romance or fantasy books that kind of pick my interest. But yeah, I just kind of got ready, did my makeup, put an outfit on. I have my Barnes & Noble bag with me and I'm all set. So let's get in the car and let's go. in the day. I came home and I ate dinner and I just kind of sat on TikTok for a bit, if I'm being honest, but it's the last day apparently before it goes away, so I kind of just wanted to just sit on there. But also, I don't know why, but my eyes feel so itchy. I don't know if I'm having allergies or what, but I just need like a minute to take a break. But I bought books. Who's surprised? I did buy more than I expected to. So here's the bag. A bag of books, literally. I bought 4 books. That was what is shocking. I did not expect me to buy 4 books. I figured maybe like 1 or 2. But every single one of these books, I was like, no, like I definitely want. They were what I said I wanted to read. In my last video for the 2025 goals for reading. So I don't know too much about these books because I haven't read them, but they're either books I've heard of, people talk good about, or I've just seen them and they looked interesting. So I'm just going to pull them, whatever's first in here. So I'll start with this one. This was actually my first pick. I wanted a new romance book. Don't look. I know, I have enough, but I just wanted something different, and I heard a lot of good things about Elsie Silver. So this is the one that I picked up, and it sounded the most intriguing out of the other ones that I picked up. I didn't do too much of a deep dive in a lot of the books. I just saw the author's name and was like, oh, I've heard about her. I've heard that people really like her romance books. And I picked this one up, and it was kind of cute. So it's kind of country, which I have never picked up a country romance book, but apparently they're all the rave right now. Like I saw the other one that was like something with lasso in the title, but this one was cute. A little bit based off of what the back says is that the girl is a veterinarian and the guy, he's a broody country boy. But the back was pretty interesting. Like, so animals are like heavily involved, which is interesting for me. I like animals, as I showed my 2 cats earlier. Also, the main guy's name is Stefan, and it's spelled the same exact way as Stefan Salvatore from Vampire Diaries, and I was like, sold. I'm just gonna pretend this is Stefan in another life. But don't know much about it, just know he's broody. It says he's beautiful, broody, and bossy, and she has agreed to 3 fake dates with him. And I love fake dating. I love fake dating tropes. It reminds me of To All the Boys I Loved Before. So this one was very interesting. First pickup. I love animals, and it did mention horses. Love horses. But let's pick the next one. Okay, this one I've seen all over the place, all over YouTube. People have done their reviews for them. This maybe was more, it might be getting out of its popular zone, so I kind of feel like I need to read this fast if I want to read it while it's still popular, which was one of my goals. I wanted to read more popular books, and that is Phantasma. So apparently this is supposed to be a lot like the Caraval series, which I have not read either. Told you I want to get more into the popular books, but apparently this is going to be a series. And I don't know too much about it other than it's obviously like a fantasy book, but I guess that there is romance in it. And it's like a competition. I don't know much else other than that. The back just kind of says, Phantasma only has 2 rules: stay alive and don't fall in love. And the top front page says, the only thing deadlier than losing the game is losing your heart. Sold. And it's a beautiful cover. I love the roses. So, but again, I've heard so many people talk really good about this book and that they were drawn into it, and it is a series which I think is still coming out, so I'll have to keep watch for the updates. But this one was not on my mind when I was going to Barnes & Noble, but when I saw it I was like, oh, I have to get it. And then moving on, this one I specifically went to Barnes & Noble looking for this book. And I spent like I swear to God, I spent like 15 minutes wandering around the store looking for this. I walked up every single aisle multiple times. I could not find this book. I tried like looking on my phone, like what type of book is it? Is it a fiction book? Is it a memoir? Like what is it? Because I was trying to find that section in Barnes & Noble so that I could look for the book. I could not find it, and I went to the section where people can help you look up the book. There was nobody there, so I'm like, I'm like not leaving without this book, especially because I've spent the past 15 minutes looking for it. But guess where it was? Right at the front. So when I was on my way up to the front, I noticed it. So that is everything I know about love. I thought about picking this book up last year, and when I did find it at Barnes & Noble, I kind of flipped through it and was like, I don't really know. I don't know if I really want to read this. Maybe she won't share the same mindset as me, and it'll just probably like annoy me instead. Because it is, you know, about love. And so I kind of decided maybe I won't pick it up. But then I watched Steph Bohr, who's another like booktuber kind of like vlogger, and she said this is one of her favorite books. She raved about it, and she posts on her Instagram a lot of like quotes from here. So I was like, okay, like I have to. She mentioned that she likes it like a lot. I need to know why she likes it. So I finally decided I'm gonna pick it up, and I think I want this to be my first read of the year. Well, obviously I'm still finishing one of the other books. Let's not talk about it. But start to finish, I want this to be my first read of the year. She made it seem so intriguing, so helpful. I guess she said there's more to love than just boys, and I think that's kind of what this is. So it talks about, it says right here, about bad dates, good friends, and above all else, realizing that you are enough. And I think that's kind of something that I need to read right now. So this is definitely first on my list of picking up. The last, fourth and final book, I didn't think I'd pick this one up. This is another one that I looked at, I've heard of before, thought about getting, but I never did. And it was sitting right next to Everything I Know About Love, and I was like, ugh, why not? I'm here, I might as well get it. And I said it was stuff that I wanted to read more of in the year of 2025, which is self-help books. So that is The Body Keeps the Score. I'm not too sure about what it's about. I know it's about like trauma and healing, and how your body kind of like holds on to everything throughout your life. And yeah, it just says brain, mind, and body in the healing of trauma. And it's fascinating, and maybe it's true, your body holds on to things that maybe you wouldn't even realize you're holding on to. And I think that this would just be an interesting read. It's definitely a challenging read. Like, you actually have to use your brain probably and like think about things. Plus the words are tiny. That looks textbook style, so this definitely scared me, but I've been thinking about this book for a while, and I figured now's the time. I said I wanted to do it for 2025. Here I go. So those are the 4 books I got. While I was there, I did look at some other books. I definitely looked in the classics section because that was another goal I made for this year, as I wanted to read more classics. I can't even say read more classics because I haven't really read any, but I wanted to read a classic book, but I didn't really like any of the styles of the book, so maybe I'll have to do some digging online. And then also figuring out which one sounds more interesting to me, because I don't want to scare myself away from that. Because what if I pick up a classic and I'm like, ugh, that seems so like daunting, it's not very interesting, and then I am turned away from all classics, and I don't want that. But anyways, those are the 4 books I picked. I'm very, very excited with all of these. I don't know, sometimes when I go to the bookstore, I just pick things up and I buy them, and then I'm like, I'm not really that interested, and I just felt the urge to buy something. But with these ones, all of them, I'm like, I want to read these. I want to read all of them. I want to read them all right now. But I can't. So that was pretty much it. Thanks for joining me. Not much happened. Not much of a big video, but I did just want to kind of have a relaxing day and bring you guys along. Just to kind of get out of the house, get ready, be productive, get some schoolwork done, which I did. I got 2 assignments done, maybe 3. Yeah, I got 3 assignments done. Wow, look at me. Felt very productive. I got a coffee, and then I bought books. So that is a good day. And I was able to spend it by myself and be content in my own company, which is always nice to do. It's a nice thing to remember, to enjoy your own company. And I'll tell you, it was great. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Go to the bookstore by yourself, go to a cafe by yourself. I don't know, go watch a movie by yourself. I recommend it, and I want to do more of that this year, of doing things solo. It was very relaxing, and I got a lot done, so I'm pretty proud of that. That's kind of it. I don't really have much else left for this video, so thank you for staying and being with me while I spent the day at the bookstore and seeing all the books that I picked out. If you guys want to let me know any books that you're currently reading, or if you know anything about the books that I picked out, since I kind of am going into all of those a bit blind, maybe you can give me some knowledge that you know about them. Other than that, that's it for today's video. I'd appreciate it if you could like, comment, subscribe, and then I'll just see you in the next video. Bye.